Oilers, Puljjarvi reaches an agreement in 1 year and $3 million. Could it be a signal and trade? Greg Southam / Postmedia. The content of the article turns out that Jesse Puljujarvi could avoid arbitration after all. Days before his scheduled arbitration audience, Eliot Friedman reports that the 24-year-old right end has signed an extension of 1 year with the Edmonton Oilers at $3.0 million. History continues under this has not yet been charged, but her article continues below. Try to update its browser or greaser. Puljjarvi reaches an agreement in 1 year and $3 million. Could it be a signal and trade? Back to video. Jesse Puljujarvi and EDM avoid arbitration at 1 year, $3 million, Elliotte Friedman July 26, 2022. The story continues under this has not yet been charged, but his article continues below. Content of the article: this is one of the figures that we estimate in this recent publication on the salary challenges of the NHL club NHL this summer. But it may not be the end of the story. For now, here is an updated version of the core 12 of Oilers. The good news here is that both parties have avoided the potentially harmful arbitration process, one in which the team usually defends a lower figure by pointing out the player's deficiencies. From the player's perspective, he also avoids the possibility that the club can win the case of arbitration, then exercise its option to make it a 2-year contract. On the other hand, it is a firm 1-year term that will leave the player in the state of free agent restricted within a year, whether he remains in Edmonton or elsewhere. Content of the article: to nominal value, the pact is a reasonable price for the 6th-year Endler that had excellent ice results in 2021-22. But could it be simply the first step in what will become a signature and trade agreement? According to the reports, the two parties have been in loggerheads about his deployment, and the player sees himself as one of the 6 best ends of the NHL, while his real use fell to the third line during the playoffs. The charismatic Finn has become a controversial player in the oil country, divided along the usual versus analysis failures. His box scores of 14-22, 36 and 65 games were decent enough, but not great.